Good morning, gentle viewers. Let me first apologize for missing a few episodes. Your aunt was in the hospital with pneumonia, but I said that. So first off, I want to apologize. Second off,
Hi. I'm home.
she is home, she's doing well, and everything is, as far as I'm concerned, rainbows. So, moving on to the weekly reports. Your aunt is out of the hospital and doing very well. Lizzie and the Nugget are doing well because they were part of the group chat for your aunt. I don't know if I mentioned or not, but I have earned the rank of sage, so technically I am now a minister. Joshy's doing good. Kyle and the fam are going on a mini vacation for Kyle's birthday, so go Kyle, happy birthday. Happy birthday Millie, happy birthday Karina, happy birthday Aunt happy birthday me, happy birthday Kyle. And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. But that's a lot. Anywho. So, speaking of which, I'd like everybody to put out their prayers and their thoughts and everything else for Vinny, because Vinny has a little throat issue, and we're hoping that it's on the minor end instead of the major end. Even if it is the major end, a couple of rounds of treatment should be able to clear it up because it was caught so early. I'm not going to get into details because it's not my place. But if we could give Millie and Vinny our hopes and prayers, that would be awesome. Thank you. God's home, vacation, Sage, Vinny, fam. Yep, I believe that's it for the weekly report. So, without further ado, let's get to the reason that you guys clicked on the thing. And that's for the bots. So, we have Sunstreaker, Wing Thing, Warpath, Shockwave, Galvatron, or Cyclinus. So, we're going to grab our trusty D6 over here, and we're going to roll. And it is number 6, Cyclinus. What? So we're going to go to the last page because I just got him. So I know exactly where his page is. So we're going to talk about Cyclinus and Nightstick. This Cyclinus is not the G1 Cyclinus, it is the Generations Cyclinus. And the Generation Cyclinus comes with a Target Master. The Target Master's name is Nightstick. So, we're going to readjust the camera so you can see him. There we go. All right. Cyclinus. Made for the movie in 1986. There is a huge debate on whether he was made from Bombshell or he was made from Skywarp. My personal opinion is he was made from Bombshell because when Galvatron said it, he formed, and then when Galvatron said, and his armada, then Skywarp formed. But that is the only reason I'm going off of that basis. Also, I believe the Bombshell that was transformed was a clone. It was not the actual Bombshell. And the only reason I say that is because Bombshell was standing there at the coronation when Galvatron looked at Starscream and said, "Coronation, this is bad comedy." So, yeah, huge debate whether he's Bombshell or Skywarp. I'm on the side of Bombshell. He served as Galvatron's personal ship, which means he could size shift like Soundwave and Blaster. And no, Perceptor never sized shift. He just turned into a huge microscope. Served as Galvatron's personal ship and right-hand man. All the way through season 3 and part of the 4 episodes of season 4. I do not call 4 episodes a season. But whatever. I didn't write it. So, seasons 3 and all the way through to the final season, 4 episodes. He was the main bad guy to Ultra Magnus. And in Robots in Disguise, he and 4 other Decepticons actually took over the Triperius Council. Primus's Council. Because unbeknownst to most people, which is another reason why I think he's Bombshell and not Skywarp, is he has the ability to take over someone's mind as long as he's close enough to them. Does that sound like a certain bug we know with his cerebral shells? But hey, again, I didn't write it. So with the cybernetic technology on Cybertron, he was actually able to amplify that through the loudspeakers and everything else, and he started controlling everybody. So nobody questioned it when he wanted to invade Earth. Nobody questioned it when he said Optimus was a traitor. Nobody questioned it because they were all being mind controlled. And then in season 4, he became a target master. And this is where we introduce Nightstick. Nightstick is a Nobulan from the planet Nobula. Yeah. He is part of an underground dictatorship run by a guy named Zog. Zog is a maniacal butthead. who butts heads with Megatron or Galvatron all the time. The Autobots started the whole headmaster thing because Daniel got hurt and had to be put into an exosuit, either for his heart or his lungs. I don't remember which, but he became the first headmaster for RC. And then a bunch of the Nobulans said, hey, we can help out by operating, this part of you while you operate that part of you. Which is one of the Autobots was toying around with that idea to begin with. Why Hasbro was going the Japanese mech way, I don't know, but they were. And they actually started beating back all the defenses and everything else that the underground dictators put into place. They have a name, I just don't remember what it was. And I didn't write it down. Should have wrote it down. I did not write it down. Try that again. No, I did not. Oh well. The Hive. I had to remember. I had to play the episode. Anyway, so he was a member of the Hive. And the Hive figured out, well, if they did it, then we can do it. And that'll even the playing field. So capture a bunch of those guys. And Cyclinus was one of those people that, or one of the ones they captured. Now, Cyclinus looked at him and said, look, sure, we'll help you out, but you can have the heads of the Predacons and the Terracons. You can't have my head. Well, what will I offer? My weapon. And wha-damn, Nightstick was born. So he became a target master. I actually don't have any headmasters. I have, well, no, that's wrong. I have two headmasters. I have Weird Wolf and I have I forgot his name. He's the double-bladed helicopter over there on the shelf. Lowbrow, highbrow. That's his name, highbrow. Yeah, he's right there. But they don't have their heads. Now, I have several target masters. I have Needle Nose, I have Point Break, I have Ferric, and now I have Cyclinus. Or as Robots in Disguise Billy likes to call him, Cyclonopus. I love that. I wish Billy was in the Energon series, along with Fred. Fred and Billy were kind of comical. Anywho. And I tell you, that series needs some comedy. It's in desperate need of some comedy. He's had like 6 to 8 toys throughout his run. He didn't really do much in the American Marvel comic book, but he did a lot in the UK, and he had a small run in IDW where he became part of the Lost Light crew. But when the Lost Light set, man, that was a motley crew. For real, you had Autobots, Decepticons, Rock Lords, humans, Nebulans, all sorts of Inns. I believe there was also at one point there was a Quintus on the Lost Light crew. So you want to talk about motley crew? That was a motley crew. Let me see what's left. Uh, UK Marvel and IDW. Yeah, that's about it. So that's that on Cyclinus. So why don't I pull you on over? We can check out his articulation, his transformation. We'll check out Nightstick, and then we'll give you our final thoughts. So, come on over. First, we'll go through Nightstick. Here's Nightstick. His head does not move, but he has full shoulder rotation. It doesn't go out, but it does have an elbow bend. There is no waist rotation, but he can bend over. He's got an ab crunch. That's due to transformation. Each leg can lift independently. It has no knee, and his feet can actually move. And that's his articulation. His transformation is real easy. There's a actual double ab crunch here. Well, there's an ab crunch and a groin crunch. You use both of those to flip his legs completely over this way, and then you take the gun barrel and you put it that way, and oh look, now he's a blaster. So, utilizing both that hinge and that hinge. Now, at this point, you can do whatever you want with the arms. You can leave them flat back. You can put them up like this. You can put them down. Your choice. Doesn't matter. The arms are not all that important to the build. However, you can also point them all the way forward. And now he has two more barrels. So now that's 5 barrels pointing at you. That's not fun. We're going to set a Nightstick aside and bring in the man, the bot, the legend. Cyclonopus. Anywho, he is from the Universe Generations line. I am going to be getting the Kingdom version, just so he kind of matches height-wise with the Albatron and the Sweeps. But I'm more than happy to have him in the collection at the time, or at this time. Alright, so his articulation. Head goes around in circles. And there's supposed to be pipe lighting, but yeah, the only time it works is when you actually hold it up to the light. See? Hold on, here we go. So the light piping works if you put light right behind him. So that to me is kind of useless, but whatever. Alright, so his head goes around in a circle. His arms go around in a circle. They go out, but they go out due to this hinge. Elbow bend. And rotation. Rotation. Okay. No waist swivel. Kick up that far. Kick it that far back. Push sure the legs stay straight. Kick it that far back. Kick it that far forward. Kick it that far from to the side. So can he split? Yes, he can. Can he become a lamppost? No, he cannot, because there is no ankle tiltage. However, the toes can curl, the back piece can curl, and that is his articulation. Now for his transformation. Okay, first things first. Okay, come to the back here and you flail those out. Well, bam. Okay, take these so the thing is going up. Pull this out. Make sure that this turn the face up. That's very, very important. Very important. Now pull the arms down. That flaps up. Now there's a little slide mechanism. Now the guys from the 80s will recognize this from Star Wars. Because that's how the lightsaber used to deploy, with a little knob. Okay. Now we flip those over and collapse the fists. Flip it over, collapse the fist. Okay. Then the legs separate. And go up. And go up. Then you take the feet. Helps if you do it with both legs. There you go. You close the feet. And now, that knob and that is a little tab and a little hole. Bam, now that's locked into place. Now these go like that. Make sure that this part is up because there's a knob there and a hole there. Or I'm sorry, a peg. And you know what we do with pegs and holes? We make the pegs meet the holes. Okay? Make the peg meet the hole. Flip that whole thing around. Make the peg. Oh yeah. Collapse that. And make the peg meet the hole. Make sure everything is lined up properly. And there is cyclinus, or cyclinus. And you can take his gun, or his target master, and peg him in right there. Now, he has landing gear. One of them is right here, and the other ones are right behind his knees. And they work well. And that, in a nutshell, is cyclinus and nightstick. So, time for some final thoughts. And here are my final thoughts. I do like him. I wish he was bigger, which is why I'm going to get the other one. I do like him. I like him a lot. In fact, I'm going to keep him in. When I get the new one, he's going to stay in this form. Because when I get the 2 new sweeps, there we go. There we go. When I get the 2 new sweeps, they're going to be in alt mode. Flying above, oh boy, yeah, flying above Unicron's head. I need a new tripod. Yes, I do. But yeah, I like having him in the, oh yeah, there is one more thing. You see the booster? And as long as you've got that positioned right, that little boom will fit in the booster, and it looks like the blaster's coming straight out of his wrist, which is pretty cool. Or he can just hold it in his hand like a normal blaster. Or Nightstick can stand on his own because he's a target master. So, I like him. I am going to eventually replace the standing version, and he's going to become the Armada. So, happy with him. Ecstatic that your aunt's home. And with that being said, I want you to remember 3 things. 1, self-care is important. 2, this version of the Target Master is a whole lot better than the Legacy. Come on, Hasbro. You stepped it up, and then you stepped it backwards. And I'll show you what I mean. This was a Target Master made 8 years ago. This was a Target Master made last year. The arms do not move. The legs do not move. The only thing that moves is a gun. What's up with that? So, in conclusion, I want to thank you for stopping by. Please give a like, subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment if you want to. Try to get back to you. And, oh yeah, Uncle Bobby loves you. Later.